Oh, gods. You know I want that more than fucking anything. When I look at you, I feel real again. Alive. Gods, I want to ride you till you see stars.
What did I tell you about spying on me? Holy hell! I'll be wiping your memory banks in a minute. But you watching this video right now, I'm gonna have to wipe your memory.
It's for the players out there, check out this dope shit, man. Pay us another down, we getting paid. Another day, another dollar living in the bay.
Today, 1 year ago, we were blessed with the release of Baldur's Gate 3.
Yep, fam, that's what we're talking about today. We're going to be talking about Harman Smith and his little take on the anniversary of Baldur's Gate 3, and it's going to be an interesting one. If you followed me for a long time, and we've been covering Harman in this sense. Yeah, you know this is about to be really interesting, and still to a fucking year later, to the T, Baldur's Gate 3 still lives rent-free in this man's head. So like I always say, before we dive right into this content, please make sure to go grab yourself a nice little snack and a nice little drink, and let's just go ahead and just, dive right into this content, because we all know the things that he's about to say, but, let's see if, Harman's going to surprise us this time around.
A game that came out, was very disappointing, was very quickly forgotten about, but for some reason...
Harman, this is like the fourth time you've done this with Baldur's Gate 3. Insert whatever popular Nintendo game that's the flavor of the month right now, that's beating a game that you really don't like, that's by Nintendo. It's like, bro, we understand that you like Nintendo games. We get it. We understand that you don't like Baldur's Gate 3, and you really don't like Elden Ring at all, but we all know in reality that you do like Elden Ring. It makes me think that if we forced you to play Baldur's Gate 3, we're pretty sure you would like it. But I mean, with the complexities of this game, your brain would melt.
For about 3 months, people wanted to hype up Baldur's Gate 3 as one of the best games of all time and one of the best games of that year.
We're seriously still salty about the fact that Baldur's Gate 3 won Game of the Year last year, Harman, even though like a shitload of us told you directly to your face that the Game Awards do not matter at all. But here you are still coping and seething over the fact that fucking Baldur's Gate 3 won Game of the Year, so now you're trying to sit here and say, well, Baldur's Gate 3 has been forgotten and everything, and it's only been hyped up for 3 to 4 months. I thought it was only 1 month, Harman. But now we're moving the goalpost again, Harman? I guess our arguments are running a little dry, aren't we, Harman?
I know that if you're not a Nintendo fan, there's not really anything to play. Elden Ring was bad, Street Fighter 6 was bad, Tekken 8 was bad, Ace Combat 7 was bad, Nier Automata was bad, Yakuza 0, Kiwami 1, 2, 7, 8, all those were bad. Persona 5 was bad. I know. If you're not a Nintendo fan, you're not playing good video games.
Jesus Christ, we get it.
Harman, for the love of God, can you please stay on track with the video? Can you explain to us why Baldur's Gate 3 has been forgotten on its anniversary? Can you stay on topic for once and not go off topic for maybe, I don't know, for maybe a whole video, and just explain to us why you think it's been forgotten on its anniversary? But no, I know that's too hard for you and your little ADHD brain to stay on topic, okay? I know it's very hard for you, but for once in your fucking YouTube career, can you please do that?
But Baldur's Gate 3 was a really weird situation in that a bunch of people came out religiously pushing for this idea that this game was some kind of masterpiece. Right, that it was something special, something ridiculous, something insane. And I've come to realize over the past year that this was essentially Undertale Light.
What?
I'm really beginning to question your intellect in this situation, Harman. You just called Baldur's Gate 3 Undertale Light. Undertale is a 2D platform. You're calling Baldur's Gate 3 a light, right? even though those two games are somewhat similar but very different. Like, are you kidding me, Harman? Harman, for the love of God, shut the fuck up on games you haven't played before. Because let's be honest here for a quick second. I've looked at your Steam page, and let's just say it's not very impressive, to be frankly honest. And you certainly haven't played Baldur's Gate 3. So to even make the comparison that Undertale is even compared to Baldur's Gate 3, and you're calling it a light version of Undertale, yeah, no, Harman, I don't know what you're smoking, buddy, but you better stop it, because it's really not helping that brain process. And Harman, there's a reason why Baldur's Gate 3 won over Tears of the Kingdom. You want to know why? Because in Baldur's Gate 3, I could do a hell lot more in this game. I could date whoever, I can make whoever, I could go whatever pathway I want to. Hell, you see all these characters on here, you know, like Shadowheart over here? Yeah, if I don't want to deal with her anymore, I could send her off, or I could endgame her. There's a lot I could do. Hell, I could go and show her what the Discovery Channel is really about. Okay. Actually, as a matter of fact, can you do any of this stuff in Tears of the Kingdom at all? No, you're just running around with your little sword trying to save Zelda yet again. Yay, the same old crap again, Harman. Man, Harman, you really enjoy your same repetitive crap. And hey, you know what, Harman? You know that squirrel that likes to be putted? Yeah, every time I see that, that reminds me of you. And I putt that sucker every single time.
The people hyping up Baldur's Gate 3 are the sort of people who don't really play video games, is what it all comes down to.
Hey guys, did you just hear what Harman said? He said if you play Baldur's Gate 3, you really don't play video games. Isn't that a coinkydink? You know, I mean, even though like all my games that I've ever bought, I was pretty much over 1,000 on there, and I've completed about like half of them. You know, I definitely don't play video games, right, Harman? Even though you're constantly on YouTube bitching and complaining about video games all the time instead of like playing them, except when you get called out, like I called you out about Elden Ring. Yeah, how's that enjoying? How are you enjoying Elden Ring? I think you are, and I think you're just hiding it because, you know, we'll call you out on your bullshit, but, you know, hey, at least I play video games. That's all I'm going to say.
It broke the mold when it comes to get woke, go broke, right?
That's it, Harman. That's all you had to say. That, you know, that little brain fog you had right there where you had to stop yourself and go, fuck, what else could I say that's brand new? Oh, no, fuck what I need to say new. I just needed to say something that's been repetitive, said about 1,000,000 times over.
What passes as a man today? Christ on a cross.
Right. Never mind that Larian has already been fired from the project. Never mind the game hasn't been properly finished. Never mind that, like, they will never be able to produce a Baldur's Gate 4. Never mind that Wizards of the Coast is like one of the biggest jokes of a company in the industry. No, let's just delude ourselves, you know, for 3 months until the end of Game Award season, that this game is a masterpiece.
No, Harman, they weren't fired like you're trying to make this out to seem like it is. No, actually, they stopped working with Wizards of the Coast because, well, they were trying to force them to make DLCs. For example, here's a quote from Vic. "We are a company of big ideas," Vic said in the GDC talk. "We are not a company that's made to create DLCs or expansions. We tried actually a few times. It failed every single time. It's not our thing. Life is too short. Our ambitions are very large." I just probably slaughtered that poor man's name, so apologies are due for there. But Harman, you owe some apologies too. You just basically lied to everybody in your audience, said that they were fired when in originality, and I quote, and I'm going to translate this from them so you can understand it from your unga bunga brain, they didn't want to be forced to do something that they're not designed to be made to do. Okay, Harman? This is like Nintendo going to Game Freak, forcing them to make DLC, and Game Freak's like, no, we're not designed for that. No, forget it. We're not going to do it. Do you understand that, Harman? They weren't fired. They moved on to greener pastures. Do you understand that? Because I really hope you understand that, Harman.
Like, let's keep up the facade. Let's keep up the illusion. Like, let's downplay all these like better Nintendo games. Let's do everything we possibly can to talk about Baldur's Gate 3 until something else comes out.
Harman, I swear to God with you sometime, Butterball, do you understand that what the criticism that you're giving right now is basically the shit that you're doing right now? You completely deserted Tears of the Kingdom for the new Zelda game. If that doesn't scream hypocrite to you, Harman, then I don't know what really does in your life, to be honest. Because at least the people that are playing Baldur's Gate 3 still to this day are at least still being constant with the game, still being constant with their interest. You, on the other hand, whatever new Nintendo product out there, I gotta go shill for it like I own fucking stocks in it, which I really doubt he owns stocks. I bet he just likes taking it down the throat by friggin' Nintendo in this situation. But you know what? Go ahead. Keep popping off, Harman. Please just keep showing us how much of a hypocrite you are.
Tears of the Kingdom was not the only game on Nintendo Switch in 2023 to easily outstrip and outperform everything Baldur's Gate 3 was trying to do.
Hey fam, did you see that? He's starting to get allergic to his own bullshit that he's starting to spew out on us every single time. No, Harman, here's the facts, okay? Here's something that you wish it was better than Baldur's Gate 3. See, here's the thing though, with Baldur's Gate 3, yeah, sure, maybe the gameplay is not for everybody, but there is so much you could do in Baldur's Gate 3 that it's available for everybody to enjoy. Whether they want to have a gay relationship, a straight relationship, a polyamorous, if I even pronounced that fucking correctly, relationship, or if you just want to be a psycho killer and just endgame everybody, then you could do that. Can you do that in Tears of the Kingdom? Can you endgame every single NPC that's around? No, you gotta be the good little boy, the good little soldier that does everybody's bidding instead of, you know, doing whatever you want to. Because eventually, Harman, you're gonna have to follow the game's narrative story in order to complete it and be the good little simp you are.
For a game like Baldur's Gate 3 to distract people from Zelda going forward, because, like, you know, Baldur's Gate 3 is a year old now, right? You threw all of your resources and all your effort into downplaying Tears of the Kingdom, but you completely forgot about the fact that, like, another Zelda game could come out of nowhere, right?
Zelda is so much better than Baldur's Gate, but I have no opinion, and it's just my opinion that's pulled out of my ass.
Can you get some new fucking material, Harman? Because it's just the same repetitive crap over and over again. X Nintendo products then better than Y X product that's not owned by Nintendo. Like, come the fuck on, Harman. Is this what you really do all day? Is this the time that you waste, that you set up your little camera and you sit there jerking yourself off to Nintendo, basically saying,
oh god, their product is the best. It's supreme over the other third parties. How dare they not port it over to Nintendo? They're absolutely heathens. Like, grow the fuck up, Harman. It's not the 1990s anymore. Nobody gives a fuck if you're gaming on the Nintendo platform, the PC, PlayStation, or Xbox. Actually, for the real gamers that actually do enjoy playing games, you know, those people don't care. But fanboys like you and the PlayStation fanboys, you're the only people that truly do care, which is kind of sad because, you know, you have a lot more to live and more games to enjoy, but, you know, you go ahead and stick on your Nintendo Switch platform because, let's be honest, I don't want you on PC. You can sure the hell stay away from PC because that place is closed off for you 110%.
The gaming industry did everything they possibly could to downplay Tears of the Kingdom when it came out, right? They tried to call it a rehash. It wasn't. They tried to call it uninspired in the same game as Breath of the Wild. It wasn't. They tried to say it wasn't that good to begin with. It was one of the best games ever made. Like, again, they threw all this propaganda at Tears of the Kingdom specifically, only for it to fall to complete pieces with the announcement of Echoes of Wisdom, right?
That's your logical argument. That's your logical argument to the people that didn't like Tears of the Kingdom, saying that they borrowed a lot of materials from Breath of the Wild to be used in Tears of the Kingdom and they just only added a couple new mechanics to Tears of the Kingdom. That's your solid argument right there, because Nintendo brought out a new Zelda game. That's your argument. I've heard some dumb shit you've ever said in your videos, Harman, but this takes number one. This is so bad, Harman, that your argument that you tried to present in this right here actually just makes me want to end this video right now. Speaking of, I'm going to end the video because honestly, the rest of this video is just nothing but honestly just dribble drabble of nothing but bullshit that comes out of this man's mouth. So you know what, guys? Thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And you guys enjoy watching my content, please leave a like and comment in the comment section. It's always a pleasure to talk to you guys. And hey, if you enjoy my content and you want to help me get to 10K, well, you know what? Subscribe to the channel. Lets me and YouTube know that, hey, Gar's doing something right and we want to support the man. But you know what, fam? Besides that, thank you guys very much for watching. And I hope to see you guys in the next video or the next stream, whatever the case may be. Later, fam.
You're like a bad